One of the aspects about Subnautica that makes it so scary isn't just the leviathans and dark crevices they hide in, but rather the fact that we have so little to actually fight back against them with. As to why this is, it actually all comes down to an in-game event called the Massacre at Obraxis Prime.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Obraxis Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
The issue with this event, though, is we don't actually know what occurred here. If we take Altera's word for it, it would seem that there was some sort of uprising against a small Altera facility on an unknown planet called Obraxis Prime. But as to the motives of the uprising and what actually happened, we only have wild speculation to go off of. Altera would have had to send in military personnel to quell the uprising citizens, but because they were equipped with weapons in their life pods, they were able to fight back, and it resulted in countless bloody deaths. Another potential and insane theory is that the massacre at Obraxis Prime is all made up. We already know that Altera is an extremely corrupt and lying entity, so it could be that the entire massacre and deaths are all made up in order to make sure none of the Altera research facility have access to weapons, and the off chance they ever do actually try to uprise and rebel. But as to the real reason why we have no weapons in the game, the answer actually stems from an event in our real life. You see, during the Sandy Hook shooting back in December of 2012, Unknown Worlds was on the verge of releasing Natural Selection 2, which was host to a lot of guns and shooting. But because of how saddened lots of the team members were from the Sandy Hook event, they actually decided that their next game was not going to include any weapons at all. And this is the actual and real reason for the lack of underwater firepower in Subnautica.